everyone, welcome to my LopesTalk. My name is Rachel Lubke and I'll be talking to you today about how to engage and motivate students in science instruction for grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. We know science can be a tough subject to teach. For a lot of students, it isn't as applicable to their lives as they would like it to be, and because this is an age of such great technology gains and these students having this technology at home, it's hard for us to reach them and capture their attention for long term. That's why the greatest tool that we can use in the classroom is technology. We can also use field labs and different field experiences to have them really feel like scientists, because when our students feel the part, they create many more memories with it. They'll remember the information better. They'll be able to go home and explain it to their parents, explain it to their friends and their siblings, and every time they repeat that information, they're ingraining it more and more in their head. We want our students to be asking as many questions as possible in the science classroom. So whether it be during instruction or after instruction, when we engage them in these labs or through using technology, they'll be creating these questions, and when they dig deeper, that's when they make more connections. So how do we support collaboration and interaction in our science classroom? The best thing that we can do is to get on their level, to show the students that we aren't any better than them, that we understand that things can be hard. So we want to get on their level. We want to sit on the floor with them during whole group instruction if you do it on the carpet in front of a smart board. You want to make them feel more at ease and more like they play a big role in the greater picture. Another way we can support them is to have them do small activities together on the carpet during instruction. This is something that really helps engage and collaborate with the students. If you're teaching about states of matter, you can have the students sit on the floor and bang on the floor to show a solid state of matter. You can have them wave their hands in the air to show a gas state of matter. Those little things matter so much in the science classroom. It's all about the engagement. That has nothing to do with technology, but these students are engaged fully in the lesson, and that's the most important part. How do we capture and hold their interest? Like I said, technology, getting on their level, making things as hands-on as possible. The last thing these kids want to be doing is looking at a screen, taking notes, reading from a book, which is important sometimes, most of the time. But we really want to have them engaged. One of the websites that I use is BrainPop. They have so many videos of their two main characters going through thousands of science topics, and they're short. They're 2 to 5 minutes long, and the students love them, and they will be talking about them for the rest of the day. Another thing we can do is try and get our students tablets. We can load them with educational apps, resources. The teacher can share and upload videos and other resources for the students to use, and they're great during science instruction because if a student has a question, they can Google it really fast, or if the teacher doesn't know the answer, they can Google it together. How do we incorporate technology? We can use the smartboard daily at the beginning and the end of a discussion. We can use it as a pre-assessment and maybe as a formative assessment, exit ticket strategy. We can show videos before class to get the student thinking about the science topic, and then we can create games for after class. We can use Kahoot maybe to have them answer questions about the lesson. Another technology technique we can use is tablets, again, as a formative assessment. And again, Kahoot is probably the best website to use for any type of formative assessment like that, because the students answer the questions anonymously. Kahoot makes it into a bar graph that you can project onto the smartboard, and it shows, a percentage of the students that answered each question. The students don't know how everybody else answered, but the teacher gets all that data, so the teacher can compile the information, and then they can look through and say, okay, this student had a trouble here, this student had trouble here, narrow it down, and can help those students individually later on in the day or the next day. It's really important that we begin to embrace technology in our classroom because it's really bringing amazing things into the science room. Thank you so much for listening to my Lopes Talk, and hopefully you learned important and applicable information about science instruction and technology. Thank you.